There's some options. I put them in guild chat. And
You did?
and yeah, didn't I? Yeah, right there.
In guild chat in Discord.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not in guild chat, in guild chat.
For Sandsa Brian.
So I'm dumb. I don't know how to do this.
So, you click on the link.
Yeah, and it took me to a screen that
Right.
says Ilofa, Shar, the Insatiable.
Red oval that says copy Weekor import stream.
Okay.
Go into your client and type /Weekor.
Oh, /WA, lazy.
Or, yes, /W. And then you go to import, and then you paste, and then another box should come up, and you should click import group.
Totally just do it by sharing your screen.
No. Do we need to start info?
Yes.
Then I click on import.
Yeah, then you click on import, and then it should show you like a box that you can actually move.
Move around to where you want it.
Paste text below.
After you paste the... Okay, so when you go to that website, there should be a button that says copy, code, whatever. That's what you copy.
1%.
Yeah, I clicked on that.
The Weekor is in the game.
And then Control V when you're in that box that says paste code.
Just type in /WA to open it.
Yeah, so you would /WA and at the top you would hit import, and then you Control V into that text box, hit done, and then it'll pop a different box up. Then it'll say something like, you know, only do it if you trust yada yada, and then you click import again, and then it'll give you a that you can move around to where you want it.
And just when I try to paste it, it just toggles my nameplates.
So you
Show us what your
Control V.
Control V, not Shift V.
Control V is all nameplates on the default keybind. But if you click in the box itself, then it's like context specific. Then, like, you can paste that.
It said error decompressing.
I often have that error.
Decompressing.
Anyway, it's not the end of the world. Let's get a stone down, Luke. We'll start summoning people. We can clear the trash while we're waiting to see if we have.
I haven't updated my Weekor in a long time.
That may be why.
I've always envisioned Wes just releasing DBM packs in his voice.
Do you guys not update your add-ons every Tuesday? Like I open Twitch. That's the first thing I do on Tuesday after patch is update all my add-ons.
First
I
time
do it every
day is open my chest.
I mean, I do it during progression for the Mythic Raiders, but then like the patches after that tend to be pretty piecemeal, and I don't really care.
I mean, you can do it every day via Twitch.
But it's really just one button.
Yeah, but you have to open Twitch. If you don't use Twitch a lot, it's fine.
Start off with.
I do it when DBM tells me that it's out of date in the game.
Yeah, when something yells at me in game, is definitely an update.
So am I the early raider who just does it every day before they log in?
I do it most days too.
I do it every day.
So I asked it to just do it automatically for me. I forget that was a pay option or whatever, and it just like stopped.
Is it called Weekor's Companion?
now.
I was just V-cores. Oh wait, Ben, are you copying the big block of code, or are you clicking the button that says copy import string? Click the button that says import string.
We'll just make a full PowerPoint.
I was trying to update my WeCores, my add-on.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, because usually when you have the error decompressing thing, it's because you've like copy pasted something wrong into the text block, and that's usually because there's like a whole big block of code that when you click on the WeCores thing, it shows up there, but you don't copy that. You just copy the bunch of gibberish letters instead.
So when I click on copy WeCores, it says import string completed.
Yep, that's it.
And then paste it on the add-on side. But the add-on should be auto-detected in Twitch, and you can just click up.
Once you've restarted WoW, Ben, I'll just do it in screen share so you can see what happens. So make sure it does the same.
Well, can't you guys share it in the gaming stand?
Yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah.
Once this is
It's a lot easier.
Look, Roberta,
Yeah,
your logic has no place here.
Ah, sorry.
I get the same error when I try to paste it again.
You haven't rebooted. You need to
Oh, you need to.
If you haven't
yeah.
updated WeCores in forever, you probably need to just like Alt F4, go to Twitch, update your add-on, and then. Alright, we got enough to kill this trash mob. We'll start clearing some trash while people log in. Let's do it!
1 second, I'm making a PowerPoint presentation about these add-ons.
I was so confused for a second, Peter. It's like, why is Luna running straight for the mob? She would never do anything like that.
She's
Holy
awesome.
cow, I am a cow. I'm gonna need a book eventually.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to look this.
That's
Yeah,
alright.
we'll set up when we get done, doggy.
Yeah. I'm on keys.
What do you run different?
The major.
You switch it away to light or above.
Use no spirit of preservation. Talking about my neck.
Oh.
Yeah, for my talents, I use Halo instead of 5-star, and I always have salvation even in keys. There's way too many things happening in high keys where you cannot heal because you're a fucking holy priest and you have to move around and there's stuff on the floor. Because, you know, we don't have 3. Not beater, not at all. And so I just use that one.
Yeah, I pretty much stay salve all the time. I stay Halo all the time too, unless I'm in a 5 that is like tight enough that I know if I use it, I'll just accidentally pull.
Yeah, when I'm inside keys, I don't want to use Halo because I know I'm gonna freak out and pull something.
I just got disconnected.
No, Ashley, no.
No.
Should have been like me and just be yelling, grip me, grip me, grip me. That's how I go on the platform.
She said?
How did half fall through the clap?
Magic.
Shaman axe.
What are we gonna do with Brian not being here?
I'm right here.
Brian number 2.
Brian over what?
The good Brian.
B-Ran.
B-Ran. B-Ran.
B-Train.
I'm B-Train right now, I'm not Brian anymore.
We could go with the naming schema for fun and actually use it.
So a little box.
I'm okay with
that.
B-Train.
Listed everything. I put it on the import button.
Yeah.
I posted some screenshots in the Discord channel, Ben, if that helped.
What?
Oh, you got dead.
I just fell through the world.
Oh. Nice.
Sounds like a personal problem.
How are you in charge of technology?
Did you end up in Anchorage?
Not this time. That was so weird yesterday. No, I ended at the bottom of Magalota, and it's just filled with tenants.
Ooh.
Sounds like you are where your speech comes from when you talk on the internet. Exactly. That's probably what it sounds like all around you right now.
I'm offended. That's my native people's song.
Annabelle, how many attempts did it take you to get RIP spelled correctly?
4 times?
That was the highlight of my day. So
There's
good.
only 6 ways.
Well,
Well, there's lots of buttons around R, I, and P, my friend. It's not. He's not always using those ones.
Oh my.
Yeah. It doesn't always have 3 letters.
I like how you did a quick, like, just factorial run, just, you know, figure out all the possibilities and win.
I am a stats bro.
I love it.
So, Mythic doesn't scale, right? It's in
Correct.
for 20 people.
Yeah. Yep. Roberta.
Mhm.
Books down.
Oh, thank you.
You should send a message to Jeremy and find out why he hates us.
I'm always doing cool ass and B-train.
Choo choo, the B train's coming through.
Like I said, there's some frat bro enjoying the hell out of that nickname.
He probably was at that pool party.
We should call Jeremy Jer for short.
Jar.
See what happens.
There's a eyeball, so yeah, be careful.
Every Jeremy in Australia is just automatically called Jezza.
What?
Jezza?
Jezza. Oh yeah, Australians, we love nicknaming people, but we also hate having to think, so everyone just gets the same nickname.
We should switch
Switch the AI in 2, 1.
That kind of makes sense now. There's a famous art YouTuber called Jazza.
Yeah, the Brits use it too.
And he's from Australia.
Jeremy Corbyn was called Jezza in the press a lot.
Jeremy Clarkson.
So what was your nickname, though?
And I don't want to talk about it.
Oh
Now we know, Gaga.
Taking it to your grave.
Because we're just gonna make something up and you prefer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can make something up that's worse. So.
I don't know if you can. Also, Harvey, did you see that Little Britain got pulled?
So we're gonna call Belle Seppo then? That's what we're gonna call her, right? That's the made-up nickname. It's Australian, I know that.
Oh god. No.
Okay, so the background for my nickname was that
400K DPS.
I'm ready.
The internet.
I'm sure we've talked about this.
Why did
So,
that suddenly start?
in Australia, I was never once called Belle. It was a name that I assigned to myself once I left Australia because no one outside of Australia would ever understand. My mum used to call me Bindi all the time, which was Bindi, yeah.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. I can see
It's
that.
cute.
My name's Belinda.
Yeah, that's why I can see it.
So I think, they went to Linda and then they went to, I don't know. She got there somehow. But Bindi in Australia is also a type of, burr in the grass that sticks to your pants and drives you fucking... So
So it was an apt name.
yeah, but
So,
it's
so
Australia.
is Steve Irwin's daughter really named Bindi, or is that her nickname then?
I think they spelled it with an I, which is different. Mine was always...
It just sounds the same.
Yeah. Wait. Bindi was too long for Australian. So somewhere around being a tween, Bindi got shortened to Bin. And all I was ever called by anyone, including my teachers, including my principal, my friends, was BIN.
That's awful.
Bin.
I have a certificate from my school where I was addressed.
That's, yearbook from back then? That's kind of disrespectful.
Well,
They're
Australia
pretty
is not
normal.
faithful, that's just normal.
Yeah. You'll have Australians who'll go like their whole like teenage and adult life without being called their birth name.
Even if you ask people to do it?
They use it more, to be honest.
Nobody else wants those pants? I'm just taking them for eye level. I won't even wear them all the time.
In middle school, it was called Cannonball or Cannibal, so there you go.
Wow!
Yep.
That's very crazy because there are definitely islands near Puerto Rico that have cannibals on them.
Had.
I don't know if it's had.
Cannibal was there or not.
Also, it depends what you consider close. Like, yes, South America probably has some, really remote tribes that are cannibal. Maybe.
America's
there's definitely islands.
That's what I'm saying.
Caribbean. There are definitely islands in the Caribbean that have.
Yeah, maybe the lower lesser Antilles that are near South America. That's still super far away.
Yeah, that's on the other side of the Gulf of Mexico.
St. Croix had.
Had.
This is a weird one.
Where are you guys?
We are just putting our tippy toes into the butthole.
Okay. Sorry, I heard somebody say something about Pan, so I assumed you guys had killed the boss.
No, it was Buey.
Sorry, I dozed off on the couch.
Oh.
How dare you?
I know, I'm a terrible person. I came back to consciousness, looked at my phone, and freaked out. So.
Well, at least you woke up.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad to wake up.
That went a little bit dark. Good job, Dana.
I like it.
Not wrong.
Are we going back more? No, okay, we're good.
Technically correct is the best kind of correct.
If Luke is bored or between things, if he could drop a summon, that would be fantastic. Otherwise, I'll be there in like 3 or 5.
We're just finding Sanguinar.
Are we expecting anybody else?
It's unclear if Brent's coming. Mike is always Mike.
I can edit out of it.
So.
I mean, Boris is on, I can ask you.
Ooh!
Yeah, please.
I did not know about that pushback, so sorry I pulled.
My God, Ben.
Did you say yes, please?
Yeah, please. And if anybody logs in and they want a spot, we can always just see if anybody wants to sit. It's really no big deal.
Heal me, I'm Sandy Tails.
You're bopped.
This is magic damage.
Yeah, but it made
Don't tell her that.
state.
Sorry.
Feeling is better than the...
The illusion.
Yeah.
So now I'm wondering what my Australian nickname would be. My name is like even rare for Latin.
Probably Annie.
Yeah, I like Annie. I think it'd be Annie.
That's for Anna.
Or it could be Balls. It could just be Balls.
I mean, we all thought Jezzy was going to be like a girl name or something, but it's clearly Jeremy.
Well, it's more like,
it's
like
Jezza.
Annie, like
Jezza, my bad. I know a million Jessicas, so that iteration comes with. There's an eyeball in this pack? Oh no, okay, not yet.
Okay, just back up, let it come.
His answer was in caps. God, I want to, but I'm about to leave for work.
Oh, go.
I
Do it. That's fine. We got aggro. Whatever.
More friends.
oh well. Teleports we miss him.
And all his sweet croissants.
Do it and screw them off.
We probably did.
I just love every mage's, when we get excited for portals.
Now you're thinking, well, portals.
I actually need water because I only have 20.
You just see him
I mean,
lying
we're
there.
done trash.
Training
Like,
mages.
Well, if
basically
you
feasted
ask,
every
half really nicely. We put some water down for you.
Nickname, but I learned that Australian football is just called footy.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, playing some footy with the boys.
Pronounced it correctly.
It's like
Playing with the boys.
single syllables and a B at the end.
Or an A, it depends.
You guys got like, well, you guys got lazy and.
I told you guys about their DMV, right?
No.
So in Australia, it's a registration office. No one would ever say that. That's way too much work. Literally, the building, its official thing up on the wall of the building is Reg.
Just Reg?
Rego. R-E-D-O. Registration office. Rego. Clearly.
Maybe the best example is McDonald's, though. McDonald's actually owns the rights to Macca's in Australia.
Macca's.
Really?
To the point that it's the only place on earth where they don't use the McDonald's branding. They use Macca's. It's actually on their billboards.
Nicknaming stuff is an Australian, it's as firmly rooted in our culture as freedom is for you guys. If you can't shorten it or abbreviate it or try and knock it down a level by normalizing it, then we just wouldn't do it. I don't know.
Do we think it has something to do with the prison island status?
Is the trademark system there, if you don't enforce it, you're gonna lose? Like the whole Xerox thing.
Also, Peter, if you've never watched it, Aussie football is so fun to watch. It's crazy. They jump on each other's backs.
Yep.
That's AFL.
Also, if you want to trigger Bell, just tell her it's just rugby.
Oh.
It is basically just rugby. But
I thought that's what you guys were describing.
Rugby would only ever be called rugby.
And it's only
shortened that at all?
Posh.
Couldn't it be like ruggies?
Secretly, I think Australians don't really love rugby because New Zealand has always beat us at us and we can't.
Oh. Well, I'm not playing.
Living next to the All Blacks. Alright, Kev, go resto. Dropping a feast. Let's do a couple of pulls just to remind ourselves of mechanics and see how we go. We are down a body, but
on health pot.
Yep, we got healing pots, soul well. We'll set up a little bit more of a positioning, and we'll just basically get the rhythm back like we had last night. So what were the colors? Red was the one in the back corner that Melee always wanted to go to.
Purple.
Blue's here.
Well, Mike's not here, so he could be any color.
Alright, Annabelle, there's only 2 valleys. So we're going to need you to do your usual evens, okay? And Fiddy will take the odd.
Ooh, switching up on me today. Okay.
With the balance for healers, Wicked, let's have you hang out here between Blue and Moon. Fiddy's going to take the butt.
Ooh.
Kev, you go left-hand side together with Roberta, and Tiz will sort of float butt toward my side, and then... Dana, let's flask.
That's what we did last night, I believe. Dizzy.
Alright, positions. Let's see if this is a pull.
Tim, Brian, but the torn doesn't make any sense because it's not an AoE.
I know. I need to do some simming with you tomorrow.
So for
this week, or if he goes up to 8, he goes up to 10, and if he gets to 10, he goes.
If he hits 10,
we
you're
call
right.
the.
Yeah.
Okay, must be done before 9.
Okay.
We're still gonna call it for the first couple bulls.
So we're feeding on the evens?
Odds. Always odds. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
5.
9 gets
4,
us through to phase 2.
3,
13
2,
gets us to phase 3.
1.
That's the rhythm. And as with last week, just try to not go to green and red X if you're ranged. Try and drop them elsewhere. Just come to this side. 2, 1. First fix save will be a feed.
Green.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, take it back. Thanks, TD.
Just dropping it off half.
3, 2, 1.
This is a feed, Derek. Feed quick too.
1.
When it gets to you.
Beware. 3, 2, 1.
Drop it off, Ash. No feed.
Two, 1.
Luna, this is a feed.
I need a buff. I'm a blue.
3, 2, 1.
Drop it off, Luke.
3, 2, 1.
Beware. 3, 2, 1.
Going green.
This is a feed animal.
I need plus and
Yep. Okay, we're both transitions. Good, he's reset.
2, 1.
Beware.
There's transition. Renzo.
It has in the black.
Yeah, it's range thing.
2, 1.
We have 2 dead healers right now.
It is.
so. This is a range so.
3, 2, 1.
This
Gonna
is
be a
feed,
blue.
Luna. Someone has to cover. Luna can't pick up. Soaks. And that's one. Okay, cool. Get a res out quick for white protection. Actually, I've got a soul stone. Don't bother.
3, 2, 1.
1.
I'm so stupid. I never heard a lot.
What?
Alright, so the deaths were mostly getting caught by breath, being too close to the explosion, you know, usual things for rhythm. So just, that's what we gotta clean. Other than that, we were doing okay.
What fears in this fight?
The breath.
Yeah, and if you get
Roberta?
clipped by the breath, you're basically disoriented. It will probably.
You have the weak aura, right? You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Did it tell you that you couldn't pick it up as well? I'm just curious.
I don't think so.
There's a orange option that says "Help me," so I think that might be if you are unable to pick up.
Yeah,
And
it should say can't. Like under it, it should say can't. Oh, can't collect. It did show. Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I think that shows up for everyone. If the person can't collect under the whoever is fixated, it says can't collect. So
Now, granted, I might not have looked at it while I
yeah,
was
you might
running.
not know that. That's all it is. Yeah, it works perfectly fine. Like people should be able to. It's fucking mindless. Get the Weegora, follow it. Easy peasy.
All I saw it showing me was how many stacks of hunger you had.
There's 3 different ones.
Do one track stacks, the other one actually does the work for you.
Hash linked should say every time someone is fixated on your raid frames, it should give them a highlight, and by the Weegora, it should say. So, and for the person who is fixated, it will tell you feed or not feed. And if the person can't, it will tell everyone can't.
Alright, so can you link in game that one? Because the one that I have says hungry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on.
Yeah.
I never got targeted, so
there. Yeah, if you don't get targeted, it won't say feed, no feed. It only tells that to the person who is fixated. It will tell you who is fixated, though. And it will highlight them in the raid frames, which is really cool.
It's for...
The highlighting sounds good.
I mean, I've just got it all my raid frames as a debuff, so it's really obvious. Anybody who kind of just doesn't need help is great, especially on the transitions when it's messy. But I will keep calling it for anybody who doesn't have.
I don't have.
That's okay. Nick and Derek, eat some food. Let's go. In general, guys, this isn't actually a DPS race as much as it might feel like one. Every time someone's fixated, look at the line. If they're going to the one near you, take a couple of steps, please. A couple of the deaths were because people took over 280,000 damage. That means you didn't move at all. You were within 10 yards of the explosion. You gotta move away from those people, even if it's only a little bit.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do you feed Luke?
3, 2, 1.
Don't feed half, just get it out of the rig.
3, 2, 1.
Remember to pop a personal as you take the explosion, if at all possible. It's a ton of damage, guy. Do feed, Fitty.
3,
To green.
2, 1.
Beware.
Someone feed it?
No, it was just standing out there. I tried to run over it, but just
yeah, nope.
Get a res out quick.
So it looks like the weak aura actually illuminates the person that gets fixated in grade.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
for
It's the second weak aura.
That's good.
But just make sure you pick up the food if you have to feed. You can't just leave it on the ground.
Did you do this, Brenzo?
I do what now?
Making it oracle?
No, this was not me. But you don't need me to make you adorable.
Thank you, Renzo.
You're already adorable.
I don't even see you.
He's a bunny.
Bunny.
So is this gonna be a giant moon over your head? Look at Ash's little shadowy and
Make sure you drop it, Ash. You can't cast like that.
Oh, that sucks.
Sounds like a
that.
good use of.
5, 4, 3.
Let the tanks tap it so it doesn't run around.
But Wes, if you don't attack at what? You're losing damage.
Do feed, Brian.
Boomkin's attack at 2.5 seconds.
1.
Beware.
Don't.
3, 2, 1.
Two.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Oh, you might want to attack him back.
Three, 2, 1.
But there's like 6 lines in this, right?
3, 2, 1.
Yep. And the explosion finished you.
Yep, but
While I was mid GC.
Stood it.
3, 2, 1.
Three,
Yo.
1.
Beware.
Then two.
2.
I'm gonna be tight.
He's a warrior. He'll be fine.
3, 2.
Okay, and we're transitioned. Keep the heals rolling. Just reset. We're nice and good. Back to the middle. He'll just get it away from the raid.
2, 1.
We'll need to
2,
beat Ash.
1.
Soaks, please. And back in. Just get it out half.
Everybody who was on his butt right now with that explosion should have moved. You need to be rotating around him.
This is a feed. Yes, Wicked. Wherever possible, a couple steps every time, guys, if it's on the side that you're with. Get away from me.
2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Doing good. Keep it together. Keep rotating. Renzo, this is a feed.
I
Please.
can't.
Okay, Renzo needs a cover. Pick it up now. Thank you. It heals on Derek. He's the primary.
1.
3, 2, 1.
Just living, guys. We're almost through. Ben, feed him again. Feed him again, please. Soaks.
2, 1.
Can't feed. I got it.
Yep.
On a red.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Lust.
Bloodlust.
3,
Pop everything you got. Heal, health, health, and healing pots. Do not die with cooldowns left. Yes, feet. Yeah, we lost Luna and Ash to the last explosion. There, that's reset. Keep it together, guys. Get it out of the raid. Don't need a feed. I just covered it.
Three, 2, 1.
Beware.
Dodge that breath. You cannot get hit by that breath. This is a feed.
3, 2.
Got another one for you.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah, it's just down to anybody.
1.
Beware.
I'm just gonna save it to get someone up.
Yeah, pop somebody now. Just get Luna or somebody so that we can have her.
Oh no, I've got one with him.
Yeah, I'll keep that one.
Perfect.
We good?
2.
We're good. Start release.
Further back. Go towards moon. Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry. It's hard and I'm tired.
That's right. We just didn't want you to die to the insatiable dog.
Even though he has killed us many times this week, he is still a good dog.
I mean, he's double good. He's double good because he has double the heads and
And even extra eyeballs.
like 8 times the eyeballs. Because 2 per skull is not right. It's 1 per skull and a whole bunch on your back.
Yeah, he's an odd number of eyeballs. It's not normal. I don't like it.
Wait, your dog doesn't look like that at home?
If I had one that looked like that, I'd love him anyways. I don't care.
Okay, so we lost Ash and Luna to failure to soak people. That has to get cleaned up. We were losing people to that last night.
Oh, and people have to rotate. Like, too many people are sitting like on the same side of the boss as the explosion going off, and you gotta rotate around. It's happening a lot. It's phase 2.
Or at least take a few steps away from the explosion. If you're ranged and you can't rotate that easily melee, yeah, there's no excuse. You guys can basically just strafe the entire time and just always be on the far side of the boss from wherever the explosion's happening. Which will keep you guys alive, right?
Well,
and healers...
This is not the strategy used when we were in 3 distinct groups, like Mike said, just... So, like, range wouldn't have to do all that moving if they weren't standing in melee, because only a fourth of them would be near that.
Yeah, well, I allowed people to do that last night, too, and nobody wanted to stack. People just wanted to spread out, so that's fine. You just gotta... If you're gonna spread out, you gotta rotate. If you want to just stack on one of the 4 quadrants, cool. You can plant your feet. Alright, again, that was very close. If we'd been able to keep people alive and had Roberta on the transition, we would have been able to keep more people alive for the thing. Just to recap what happens at 33%. He goes to blue. He stays there. And then ideally, what you want to do is stand as ranged somewhere between green and moon and blue. Like this sort of, if we're facing him, that's 12 o'clock. Start at around 2 o'clock and come all the way around to 7 o'clock. Around the middle of the room, facing him around that center puddle. If you can do that, then as the puddle expands, you can step back, step back, step back. You have less chance of being in his breath, and then everything's good. Alright. Nothing's changed. Just gotta clean it up, stay alive a little bit longer.
In the second phase with the soaks, we should still be spread. But we should not be stacking because we need to get those soaks. So we should continue with the people in 4 quadrants. That's how we killed it the first time.
Well, people are still in 4 quadrants. So don't get me wrong, they're not all stacked on one side of the boss. There's a bunch of people on my side, there's a bunch of people on Roberta's side. They're just not stacked really tight. They're spread out more. That's actually good. That's what. Just everybody has to help with soaks. Like, unless you currently have the Dodd, please.
What's the duration on that dot? Is it like you soak every other opportunity?
While you stand in it, is it
You put a debuff on you?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it definitely does, because I almost died to it yesterday, because I soaked
It's a stacking debuff that grows in damage. You get like 3 or 4 stacks from soaking one, so.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Three, two, one.
2 feet.
3, 2, 1.
You're going red.
Okay, don't feed.
3, 2, 1.
Three,
2 feet.
1.
Beware.
Sorry, that was mine.
Yeah, where was the freedom?
I don't know. I freed him myself, and then it went.
I need
You
freedom,
probably
I need
did
it too
freedom.
early.
I'm on blue. I'm on blue. Am I feeding? No, right?
No.
3,
You probably did it too early again. That's what we were just doing last night, right? Like, it goes out before it actually
Going green?
slow on you. Yeah, do feed, Peter. Keep practicing, guys. It's a shitty ball, but we can at least get a little more rhythm.
3, 2, 1.
Don't
Red.
feed, just get out.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Don't feed.
3, 2, 1.
Three, 2, 1.
2 feet.
Beware.
Stag up tight. Pick a quadrant, stand in it. With the tanks not. Do the soaks and then rejoin the group. Get it out, drop it off.
help.
Three, 2, 1.
Get away from green.
Get your soaks, get your soaks.
Three, 2,
Go on, Moon.
Yeah, freedom.
It didn't work. Soaks.
I'm on
This is a
blue.
feed, Roberta. This is a feed.
2, 1.
You coming to?
Wait, we're desynced, Hannibal. I'll take the next one.
Yeah, you're
Get
off.
it out, Dana. Just run as far as you can. Perfect, Dana. Thank you. Just drop it off. Soaks, please.
1.
You only 14, so you see them.
Away from moon.
Do feed it.
And collect.
1.
Wicked crap.
Soaks.
So,
And that's away. Okay. Wipe it up.
3, 2,
3,
1.
2, 1.
Put a brazier down. Let's leave it.
I've got us also on Do Not Release.
Should we try and get a pug or something? Fill that last spot?
I mean, getting a pug for wiping on dog. I'm just
I
hoping
mean-
that, like, Mike or Brent logs in.
DPS issue.
Some people might be desperate enough, especially if you say in, like, hey, this is a progression learning group. They're still desperate or bored.
Do we know if Mike is gonna log on soon?
I can check.
So just to recap, guys, if possible, please be in melee range in phase 2, standing either on his front, his butt, his left, or his right. Don't spread out. Ideally, if you're stacked like that, all the splash heals will hit you. It's much easier to keep you alive. And then anytime there's a soak to happen, 2 or 3 people go to each soak, stand in it until it disappears, and get back in. You can't stand out there because it puts a dot on you. And if you just hang out in the middle of nowhere, you may not get splash heals, and then somebody's got to try and direct heal you, and you may die. This is a ton of damage. Everything you do to reduce that damage helps.
So
Okay?
now we're stacking in P2?
So you want to be in your quadrant, but if you see a Healy circle and you're not running out, go be in the Healy circle. But there should be Healy circles around each quadrant.
Does a Healy circle actually heal enough to
It's kind of like
make
a
up for the
it's kind of like a
burst
double.
damage level?
We want to be separated as much as possible into 4 groups, so the breath only hits a quarter of the raid because it's a mortal strike. But we want to be stacked as much as possible to make healing easier so you stay alive while you have a nasty dot on you. That's the trade-off. This is what we did on the
No, I was not. I've never been a melee ranger.
Do we want to use the runes or save them for the...
No, just stacked in the 4 quadrants, I think is what he meant. I think the melee range thing was a misspeak. Is that what Sandsa?
It might have made sense, but it was not working.
The melee range thing is definitely new. We were definitely stacked further out.
I think, right, we should be P1 and P2 should not change. P3 changes because of where we're taking the boss, but P1 and P2 people should still be, like, in the quadrants. Out at range should be out in range. They could be stacked together out in range, yes, for easier healing. They need to be out in range because there's soaks out in range that it's a waste for melee to be going to run to. Anything around the radius of the 10 area, then everyone else can stand in, obviously.
The melee stacking had started last night because Brent said there's 2 circles there and everybody should be stacked in them. And that's when we started stacking our melee range.
It's a mistake.
Yeah.
Because of the breaths. That's a mistake because of the breaths. It shouldn't be happening. We want the least amount of people to have to move and the least amount of people to have to get hit by breaths, which means
You can't avoid the breath in phase 2.
Okay,
Flat
so
out can't.
then we want to be at least in 5 groups.
Yeah.
The 4 quadrants and in the middle, I guess.
Animal bad.
Animal, where's your flask?
Nowhere, I don't need it.
Feet's down.
Flaskable, where's your Anne?
No flags were put down.
What's called in there?
There was.
5,
I have an
4,
extra next
3,
next one. I'll get it to you.
1.
Please stop standing in purple swirlies, dude.
Green.
This is a feed.
3, 2, 1.
No feed, drop off.
3, 2, 1.
Gonna be a blue.
2, 1.
This is a feed.
Oh, there's it. I need to move. I need to move. Sorry. Emmett. Thank you. Thought I picked it up anyway.
Not a feed, drop it off.
Well, I also gave you speed up, and I wanted to help.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Moon.
Feed.
It's me, so I didn't tell myself.
Oh, you better tell yourself. Blue.
Just dropping it off.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Green.
This is a feed.
3, 2, 1.
Dropping it. We're good. Pick a quadrant, any quadrant. Move your ass.
3, 2.
He's reset, I fed him.
Okay, cool. Healed. Okay, we're changing rhythm. Just drop it off. We'll do every other.
Three, 2, 1.
Going to red.
This is a feed animal. Soaks. Get them fast. Not a feed. Dropping it off. Soaks. Dana, this is a feed. Try and run, Dana. Try and run. Oh, nice.
Green.
Dropping off, Brian.
3, 2, 1.
Soaks.
Blue.
Feed.
3,
2, 1.
Drop off.
Ben is. Oh, it's not. Never mind.
Soaks.
4, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
I'm not gonna
Dana's dropping
be.
it off. Can't pick it up. Needs a cover. Somebody pick it up and feed. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Did someone grab? Somebody did pick it up. Feed the dog.
2.
She has some practice.
Moon.
3, 2.
Somebody feed? Nope, too late.
Sorry, that was my bad fault.
Whoever did pick it up over there, somebody picked it up, but you didn't notice you picked it up. Alright, I have a res, don't release.
Three, 2.
I mean, phase 2 seems to be basically like a slow death for us because, like, we're not getting through it fast enough. So, like, we're never, like, you guys just don't have the ability to keep us, like, topped up. So it just seems like we get lower and lower and lower and then we die because we're not getting through phase 2 fast enough.
We definitely have a lower DPS tonight. I can tell because usually by the time my recklessness is back up off the pole, he's almost at phase 2. And
Well, we're also down a person.
Yeah, well then, of course.
I mean, you're talking about, you know, 10 million damage, you know, that fight.
Well, Renzo died in the first 20 seconds, so that's 20 million damage right there.
I mean, I'm just saying having another DPS gives us a little bit more wiggle room that if somebody does die early, we don't, you know, we're not that much further behind.
Nobody's allowed to die.
Better than 0.
Well, I mean, we're not getting to another fight, so let's figure this out, because a lot of guilds don't need 6 healers. And part of it is just lower. Yeah, Vantage Runes will definitely help. We'll pop those, Dana, to make sure we get the kill. But let's drop Kev back to DPS, and we'll do Chris's idea, and we'll just lust phase 2. Because phase 3, he does do more damage in every way, but there's no soak mechanic in phase 3.
Phase 3
run it.
Also doesn't have a Mortal Strike on a quarter of the raid with overlapping mechanics.
Well, and everybody, all the guides say that phase 2 is the worst phase by far.
Yeah.
Like, damage and healing wise, it's
So let's just change those 2 things. Dropping a guild bank, let's put Vantage Runes on. That may be enough, but let's also just switch the lust around, and we'll pop the lust at the start of phase 2 as soon as he's back and comfy, and we'll see if that makes enough of a difference. And we'll drop a healer because the reason we have 6 is to keep people alive through phase 2 because we're not doing it fast enough. Phase 1, we can sort of get through by popping cooldowns, and then if phase 2's fast, we don't need those cooldowns for phase 2.
Phase 3 is 25% more damage.
Yeah,
It is, but there's no
room
soaks,
fill. It's
and
a
there's
room fill. It's literally a socket raid.
I mean, do we have any plans of anybody else in the guild getting on and come joining us? Because in 30 minutes, Animal's gone. So we're going to be down 2 deep if we don't get this down in 30 minutes.
Vantis will smooth things quite a bit, so hopefully in 30 minutes we'll see if we can do this. Because we are technically overgeared for it. We'll see what happens.
Phase 1, no standing in the swirlies. Make sure you take a few steps away from the explosion. Phase 2, we're going to pop lust, and you guys are going to burn your asses off. You need to pick a quadrant, and aside from going out for soaks, you need to just plant your feet and nuke. If you went out for a soak and you still have the dot, don't go out for the next one. Try to not stack them.
Okay, that's my fault.
It's great to help, but like you can't take that much damage. That's the problem.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is the first feed.
Oh shit.
3, 2, 1.
Dodge the breath. Good job. Get some heals flowing. That'll be a finished move. Drop it off half.
3, 2, 1.
Blue.
This is a feed, Robert.
1.
Beware. Three, 2, 1.
Gonna drain.
Not a feed, just drop it off.
Extra TD.
Oh.
I'll take it. Great. Gonna need a lot of heal there.
Yeah, focus. Alright, I have him back.
This is a feed look, Bell.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it was too close.
Three, two, one.
Okay.
Quite quick. I have a res though.
Can we chorus play sounds?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Can we record Roberta saying "Don't release" and make that a WeCora sound?
We could.
I think it would be the ultimate weak aura.
Why Roberta?
Because you have a
You have a
sexy
very
dragon
particular way to say it.
No. When you talk, listen, Roberta, it's a compliment.
I want you to soften.
Oh no! I'm not complaining about it. I was just curious.
I don't want. I need you to soften.
Royalties for them.
Because some people say "Don't release," but you would excitedly scream "Don't release!" And I love it.
That's when I had my back.
Close. Yeah.
Yeah. And let me see.
But you're getting it back.
Am I?
I think so. They said they were going to do that for Shadowlands, no?
I have no idea.
I used my last one on the.
I've got
previous-
2.
Throw a summon stone down, please, quick.
They're in the bank on Feast. There's 80 of them. Let me drop a guild bank. There we go. Oh, I put it on the 4th tab.
You guys didn't get pickled tonight?
Not so far. She took a while to go down. Her sleep is so messed up right now. I don't know what's going on. But she eventually fell asleep for me. Took about an hour and a half, and she's been. I said immobile, but actually she just started moving. So.
Don't jinx it.
Alright, guys, deep breath. Mechanics.
Do y'all feel like dancing?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First fixate does need to be green.
3, 2, 1.
Second one, dropping it off.
3, 2, 1.
Third one. Feeding.
Good.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Holy breath.
Fourth one. Dropping it off.
Blue, I need a thingy.
If I give it to you too fast, it won't work.
I got
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Oh my god,
Feed.
it's fucking breath.
Can't do shit with it. Okay, let's see.
You're fine. You're fine. Just make sure you run it in.
3.
Nope. That was the primary spit, guys. Come on.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
It's
2, 1.
it's nice and all you guys want to buff me, but I don't think it's necessary.
I know. God, I'm trying to compete with Hannibal here. Stop buffing him. Jesus.
Blue.
2, 1.
Just drop. Thank you for lusting.
3.
Stack up tight. Stop spreading out. Pick a quadrant. Any quadrant.
You want to
Spreading around the
agree?
boss. Feed him. Soaks. If you haven't recently.
Green.
No feed.
3, 2, 1.
Get away from blue.
This is a feed. Run it in.
3,
Get the food.
2,
Somebody get the food.
1.
Dropping it.
Blue. Sansa got it.
2, 1.
Oh. I taunted, sorry.
Soaks. Again, 3 stacks. Just run over it. If you already have stacks, do not help. This is a feed.
Get away from green.
3, 2, 1.
You want a blue?
Soaks.
Going to red.
3,
Next phase?
1.
I died to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You just died to the dot.
2,
Because our healers are running on fumes. Roberta's dead. It's just gonna.
Hungry 6.
Beware.
I do have a soulstone. Don't release.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
We're good. You said Soulstone, yeah?
Correct.
Come on.
That slime wanted you, Keith. It didn't get you. It was a very sad slime.
I need a repair bot. One of you guys can.
I got one. I'll drop one now. Alright, we got 2.
Thank you.
See, Roberta, when you say something, people listen.
Right.
If it makes you feel better, you said don't release on the last wipe, and I released anyway. Not everyone listens to you, Roberta.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I did it for you.
Thank you for not listening.
Now, what are we, rebels without causes now? Come on, guys.
Roberta, I always listen to you because I care about you.
Oh, darling, thank you, but that's a big mistake.
Caring about you is a big mistake, or
No,
listening?
listening. Or maybe both, who knows?
Okay, I've just looked it up. You can totally soak back to back. That has nothing to do with anything, so ignore that. So there's two mechanics, guys. There's 2 dots in phase 2. One is a stacking dot that just comes from the phase running on. One is a 6-second dot from standing in it. So what you want to look for is the new one that pops up when you step in the soak. If that's getting too high, step out of it, but it disappears in 6 seconds, so it's really not that bad. It's soaking toward the end of phase 2. You're already taking a big dot from the thing that's going, and then you're soaking, which is even more damage. So that's where you got to be careful.
So does the soak, does it start stacking the moment you're in there, or does it soak when it explodes? Like, does it give you the dot?
No,
the
it's
moment
the instant you go in it, a dot goes on you, which lowers the size of the soak circle. By getting it down to 0, you prevent the explosion. So you want to basically step into the soak for no more than 6 seconds. And then for the 6 seconds afterward, you'll also take some damage. That's good.
So if 2 of us step in it, does it split between us, or do we both get?
You both help. The more people there is, the quicker it disappears.
Okay.
Because every pulse that lands on you shrinks the size of it. So it's like 2 seconds or
That would technically mean the fewer stacks you get, the faster it disappears.
Or, yeah, I think the causality runs the other way, right? The faster it disappears, the fewer stacks you actually pick up from it, the less damage you take, the more the damage is spread over people. So ideally, lots of people help. And there's no rule about you can't help if you have recently soaked. The only thing I'd say is if you have the other spit dot, don't help because you're already taking a ton of damage. And in general, if you get the first wave of the spit dot, please pop a personal if you can. It is a lot of damage. Healers are dying to it through direct heals. I died through flash heal spam. I can't heal myself through it. So you certainly, you're going to need direct heals from more than one healer to live. So if you can pop a personal, anything to help does help. Alright, let's do it again.
There is no Mikey tonight.
Sad.
How sad is Sadie?
Oh no, they're all asleep. He's going to bed.
Oh.
I need 1 second.
This is my last pool.
What if we wipe in 33 seconds?
Yeah, this is a 4.5 minute fight. What are you talking about, buddy? There are 3 pulls left before you have to go.
Let's just continually wipe and res and wipe and res. Like one healer stand outside the door and just res us.
No, let's kill it.
3.
I like that plan more.
1.
Murder.
Feed it when you got it, Derek.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Drop it off. Don't feed.
Get away from red.
3, 2, 1.
This isn't feed.
Get away from blue.
2, 1.
Beware.
I might first go.
Oh. Oh.
1.
Go away
Spicy.
from green.
Three, 2, 1.
Beware.
Dodge, dodge, dodge. This is a feed yield.
Three, 2, 1.
But that is it a feed?
It was.
Dead.
Somebody covered it.
2, 1.
Just dropping in Peter.
Beware.
Dana, just get it away from the raid.
Get away from Moon.
Bring it in. Stack it up. Pick a quadrant. Bloodlust.
Is this a feed?
No. Yes, sorry, yes.
Yes.
Run. Sorry, yes. Took so long. Yes. There we go. Ben, just drop it off somewhere.
Get away from Moon.
Guys, you are spread out over half the country. Pick a quadrant. Soaks. Trying to go to green. Slow. Very slow. There we go.
You're not gonna have a freedom from next one.
That's fine. He's reset. Whoever gets this, just do your best to run. Everybody rotate. And it's Peter.
Green.
Peter can
Get
go.
away
He's
from
fine.
green.
Get away from green. Keep pushing. We're doing good. Soaks. This is where the damage starts to flow. That's that primary dot. We're not getting direct heals on it.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2,
Blue.
1.
Almost through. Don't have to feed, just cover the soaks. Ben's dropping off at blue. Oh, personal Ben's gonna hurt. Good. Okay. Good show, Peter. Okay. Somebody grab that and feed if you can, just to reset it for the transition. Good. Did we get it? And
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, spread out. Use the space. Nuke, guys. You don't have the lust, but you can still do this.
Should we res anybody?
We can't. We don't have a res. Don't have to feed Ash. Just try to not die. Nice.
Beware.
Dodge the breath. Okay, this next fixate is a feed. Don't run it all over creation. Just pick a corner. There. Brian. He's going to Moon. Get away from... Feed him. Hellstones and healing pots. Do not die with both of them on.
Beware.
Not on. Dodge the breath. Just get it out of the raid.
Trying, I'm trying.
Yeah, it's a...
3, 2, 1.
Raises up if you want to get one out with the.
Yeah, for white protection.
Oh, fuck.
We got 50 million. Too many people died before that transition.
I can't feed him.
That's okay. It's... Yeah. It's a... We're out of bodies anyway, so it's an easy way to finish it.
They're on me.
How did I live?
Dodging? Dodge tank?
2.
No, I think I had the thing on me. That's an awesome weak aura.
Who got the res?
It
Someone
is.
who lost.
It was Sandsa.
Keith, because it was still doable, but
And I
died before you took it, so.
But are we releasing?
Yes.
Yeah, we have a choice.
Dana,
Yes?
can you, I need your option.
What do you...
You're up. I was...
No, don't go.
Yeah.
I feel violated.
Oh. What are
You
you
were
doing to
providing a
that?
service. You were providing
Yes.
a service.
Did he tip afterwards?
No.
That is a service.
I have always thought that people with like repair mounts, transmog mounts, etc., should always get a small percentage of when people use it, especially. I people not agree in their- completely.
I've always said that.
Same thing with repair bots.
Just like 10%.
Thank you, Dana.
You're welcome. Do you need a mailbox?
No, I have Katie.
Oh.
be our last goal. So let's try and get it dead. The less does mean that we can do it with 5. We are getting through it, but it's tight. When the spit... When the spit goes out, direct heals from everybody you can spare the GCD. It takes 2 ticks together with an explosion to kill someone. That's less than 2 seconds. You see the spit hit the raid frames for the first time. There's only one of them. Direct heal on that person right then. Yeah, the combo of the explosion on the first person with the spit is you can't avoid all the damage from the explosion. And this first spit is 120,000 ticks. So 2 ticks plus an explosion, and you're dead. And that happens very quickly. So that first person with the spit needs direct heals from everybody who currently is out of a GCD. So let's just try and do that to make sure that person lives, and then it doesn't last that long before it hops. That's enough to keep them alive, and then you get back to what you're doing. Alright, let's do it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Feed, wicked.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Don't feed. Get away from green.
3, 2, 1.
Do feed. Get away from blue.
2, 1.
Beware.
Don't feed. Just sort of happening over there by red deck.
Three, 2, 1.
Beware.
I'm gonna green. Go to feed?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
No feed. Just get away from Renzo at blue. Run away.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
And transition. Okay.
Go to
Peter.
green. Go to green.
Get away from green. Get away from green. This is a feed. Get a reset. Pick a quadrant. Any quadrant. Doesn't matter. Do the soaks. Help out.
Got
Get all
down
of
on the either next week.
Get all the soaks. Pick a side. Stack it up. I'm going to moon.
3, 2, 1.
Did a reset because I'm a healer. Ben, just drop off. Oops. Oops. As soon as the soaks are done, back in. Stack it up for heals.
3, 2, 1.
This is a feed bell. Soaks.
I tried to help her.
3,
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Alive, I got this!
Yeah. Just smite. Kill it as an angel. It'll be fine.
You were an angel there with demon wings.
Alright, we're losing Annabelle, so we're down. So,
The Slav just logged in.
Who?
Going to bed.
Oh, Mike did just log in. Oh.
Then I guess we can continue by replacing a paladin with a paladin.
Oh, there are rogues here.
Yes.
And there's a Supra online. We may actually be fine. Come on back, let's see what we got. We're getting the rhythm, definitely. Just, I made a mistake there, and then we had to burn the battle res on me. And in general, just like, everybody moving just those couple of steps, like, just means you have less healer if needed. That really does make a pretty big difference on a fight like this.
And if you can try and call where you're going, you give people a lot of, like,
I thought
they can move.
I do it for them because people are distracted by trying to move and they're waiting to see if they even get a freedom because freedom's being fucking eaten tonight. But yeah, like ideally if you know where you're going, call it nice and loud, and then people have a few seconds to react. And the other thing is, you can do it dynamically. Okay, like, and I don't know if this makes sense when I describe it. Let me just give you a sec. But like, imagine I'm going to Moon, and I head toward Moon, and I notice as I get to Moon that there's a few people kind of where we normally eat the food, but no one toward green. You can strafe past the color a little bit, use a couple extra seconds, and get a little further from the raid yourself dynamically. So like if you're going to blue and you're like beelining for blue, and you get there and you got a few seconds and it's running at you, look around and be like, if I two steps to the left or 2 steps to the right, is that less damage? And if so, do it, because it doesn't hurt anybody.
At which point in the 2 steps to the left or 2 steps to the right do you cha-cha real smooth?
No, you do the time warp.
Everybody clap your hands.
Your left arm in. No wonder you guys are not doing well on this.
Wait, I thought you had to put your left foot in,
no,
then your right foot in.
Oh, Ren, now
No, you
I
put
know.
the baby in and then you put the baby out. That's how it works.
Well, we can't do the time warp because we don't have a mage.
Alright, we are up to full. Our DPS is now higher. Things should be a little bit smoother. We have 2 innervates.
Ooh.
Let's use them nicely in phase 1 and then again toward the end of phase 2. I mean, yeah, so what Fiddy says, like, because it seems to be fuckety, like, it goes on a person and then they're just going one Mississippi freedom. Because it just seems to be not stripping the slow if it goes on too early.
Oh, Vantist? Is there
Yeah.
a Vantist?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Vantist on the bank. Let's get Summon Stone down, please, Luke. Let's get Mike and Brent here. Let's kill this thing.
Power
fucking
flask.
Mike?
Do I need to drop again another one?
Brent.
Yes.
Brent,
Yeah.
can you call out all of the buttons as you press them, and I'll press the same one?
Let's just wait
yeah,
till
no
they're
problem.
here.
Control 1, Control 2, Alt, Shift, F3, Control 1, Control...
Noob! Scroll wheel down, scroll wheel up, scroll wheel down. Shift scroll wheel up and down.
So, is it against term of service if Bell gets the add-ons intended for bots to just copy what Brent is doing, but is at the keyboard like eating cookies?
Because you're still handing over control of your character. They basically enforce that. So. Alright, Dana's dropping a Flesh Cauldron, Brent has a summon. Let's set this thing up. So, difference to last pulls that 2 of you may have been here for. We are lusting phase 2, we're running 5 heals, not 6. Goal is to get through phase 1 or phase 2 as quickly as possible with everybody alive, so we have enough oomph to get through phase 3, because it does take a while. Ideally, phase 2 blows up. Everybody who can help with the soaks, if it's close to you, and if there are far ones, a couple people get out there. The idea being more people, less stacks, makes it easier to heal. Try and be not in the middle of nowhere. The closer you are to the boss in phase 2, the less damage you take when someone runs an explosion away from you. If you're standing out there, just make sure you are exactly halfway between 2 colors and your arcs. And that's when I say quadrants, that's what I mean, guys. So like, you should be with the tanks directly in front of his head, with the melee directly behind his butt, with ranged toward red and blue, or with ranged toward green and moon. Don't be on angles, don't be rotated, be on one of those cones. That way we pull that breath in one of 4 directions, and 3/4 of the raid ignores it. Alright.
I'll go back to evens then.
Yeah, because Mikey, you saw it's great. Thanks. Yep. And yeah, druids innervates on either Wicked or Luna are great. Some were in phase 1, some were in phase 2. Just call them loud and clear and you hand them out. Let's say.
Did a feast go down and I just missed it?
No, just.
I feel a kill shot coming in.
I thought the next expansion. I can't wait to get kill shot back.
Mike's shoulders are broad. He will carry us to victory.
Please?
No, it's gonna be Brent. Because Mike's just filling Annabelle's spot, so Brent's feeling like the empty void in our hearts.
So true.
My freedom.
Are we back to Brent Gress?
Leave. That's the question. Alright, guys. Let's do this. Get it dead. This is our repeat. Like the second kill is often the hardest. So let's get her dead.
So I'm usually the hardest.
On the second kill, not the first. Takes you a while to get it up.
The first cut is the deepest?
Dark.
Here we go.
Five, four,
pot.
three,
Free cast.
2,
Wrath.
1.
Star Sword.
Dots. Got it.
Dots. Incarn.
Did it.
Three, two, one.
Do you want to do my movement as well?
Oh yeah.
Get away from Derek. He's running at the red X. This is a feat.
3, 2, 1.
Red X.
Ryan's off at red X. Just get away.
3, 2, 1.
Fiddy, are you doing even or odd?
He's doing
Oh,
even.
sorry, I'm doing evens. Yeah, I messed that one up because I'm used to doing odds from tonight.
Feet. Peter, this is a feat. Yes. Do it fast.
1.
Beware. Three, two, one.
Drop it off, Mike. No feed.
Green.
3, 2, 1.
Kev, this is a feed. Get away from
Red,
blue.
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 So,
3, 2, 1.
He's reset. That's good. We're coming up on 66. Keep dodging. Keep alive. Bell is running. Get away from the moon. No feed.
3, 2, 1.
Nothing needs to change. Pick a quadrant, any quadrant. Get your asses there.
1.
3, 2.
Luna, this is a feed. Do the soaks. Do the soak. Thank you for the lust. Stack it up in the quadrants. Do not be on angle.
3, 2, 1.
Blue does not need feeding. Just dropping it.
Spider-Man.
Moon, this is a feed. Do it fast.
2, 1.
Whew. Spicy. Drop it up. Do the soak.
3, 2, 1.
Do you mean this?
I'll res Luna.
Yep. Almost to 33. Keep pushing. Going to moon. I'm just going to moon. It's okay. It's okay. There we go. Reset. Okay. Drop that off. Use the room. Move away from Hellstones and healing pots. You got them. Use them.
2,
Kev, this is not a feat. Timing's tight on this next one, guys, so the next person has to get it reasonably quickly and
beware.
Dodge that. Derek, don't run too far. Here. Run into it. Run it to the bus. Okay, that's the reset. Good.
Oh shit.
Sorry, I had to get her to the breath.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. You did it. Mike's just dropping it up.
Beware.
Dodge the breath. Next person, fixate. There it is. It's running through. Wicked's dropping off. Pick it up and feed. Yep.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Stay spread from the breath. Do not need to feed this one. Just drop it.
2, 1.
Beware.
Try and use the space, guys. Hellstones and healing pots. You know the deal.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
This needs to be a feed.
Is there a feed anywhere?
Too late. Too late. Okay, spread out. What number was that? Okay, that was 18. It was even. It shouldn't have needed to be a feed. I think we missed the one just before it. Run back. That was the soulstone burned on that. But that was it. All we need is, I think what I'll start doing is I'll have 17, 18, and 19 all feed, just so we don't have that happen and we can kind of eat it.
So that one that you were freaking out with Kev having to run it in, he didn't make it. I got the previous one and ran it in. He didn't actually. He was fed before, like, Kev even blew up. We would have triggered it there. So we need to probably every time then on that last phase because it's getting really close.
Well, there's extra run time because you have to go around the circle rather than through, and
there is that, yes. And it really depends. Like, people are trying to run it out, and maybe So we can probably skip. Like, there's a couple there where we can do before the circle gets too bad when there's still space in the. That's the little ads, Dana. Living Miasma. That's the explosion from the little ads and their name is Living Miasma. All right, so I think the lust is working. That's nice. Like, it gets us through nice and clean. We actually do have cooldowns up. Honestly, range, like, if you're comfortable doing it, be the turret out there. But otherwise, if you stand on his butt, you can dodge the breath by just running into him. And that also means you're closer to healer. So if you're dying to range because you're getting lack of heals, that could be fixed by just coming closer to where some of the healers are.
Also, if you are standing on his butt, you want to stand as far inside as you possibly can, because if the slimes spawn in the water near where we're at, you have no time to react. So you just want to be careful if you're on the outside edge.
Okay. Nothing really needs to change. That was great. Let's just do that again. Nice and clean. And we got a kill. On phase 2, please do try and be one of the 4 cardinals in the room orientation. You don't have to be stacked in melee, but just be in one of the cardinal directions so the cone is very clean. When you're halfway between, you could clip it so that the cone hits half the rate, because it'll hit 2 groups of people. Be with one of the teams. Don't. And everything from 16 on, we'll just do feed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Three, 2, 1.
First fixate's on Wicked. Feed him.
3, 2, 1.
take him back.
Brandon's just running to moon. Just stay away.
And then feeding or no feeding?
No feed. Renzo's on yield. He's got the primary. There we go. Now it's split. We're okay. Feed Brian.
2, 1.
Beware.
Ash is just getting away from people. No feed.
Three, 2,
3 seconds.
Beware.
Have him.
Feed Derek.
Don't take it as safe.
Try to avoid shit on the ground, guys. This is a drop off, Mikey.
Red X.
2, 1.
Beware.
Just dropping it off. Get away from yield. Soak, 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 soak.
No one's looking at me.
Only needs 3 people. Pick a quadrant, any quadrant. Going to moon.
3, 2, 1.
Voila.
Yep. Soaks. Just dropping it off. Just dropping it off.
Away.
2, 1.
Ren, just go feed it. It's messed. Oh. No, it's
I
not.
have
Okay.
another one.
Yeah. Okay, feed him this time. Feed him. Good. Soaks. Just dropping off.
Green.
3, 2, 1.
Get this back to back. It's not fun.
Nope. Half. This is a feed. Soaks. Quick, quick. Personals. Staying alive. We're almost there.
2, 1.
Do this feed, Derek, just to reset it for the transition. Somebody wants to pick that up. Derek died from the explosion.
2,
It's the end of the phase. 4 seconds on the damage, then we're okay for a bit.
3, 2.
Okay, you do not have to feed. Luna's just running it out.
3, 2, 1.
Go ahead and wiggle. Some room.
Good bubble, Renzo.
Doesn't help much, but
It helps. Dana, this is a feed. Pick it up and run, okay? Watch out for the breath.
Oh.
Dana died. There is food there. Where did it go?
It's in the water a little bit.
Renki, you can't pick.
no, I can't.
Wicked got it. Good reset. Just drop it, Peter. You bet. This is the last one we skip. Everything from here, you did. Fixate on Ash. Need to feed.
Look at Ash.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
That's good reset. Thank you, Ash. Hellstones and healing pots, guys. We're coming into the end. Get it out of the group. Turn around and feed.
3, 2, 1.
Good job. Keep it clean.
Beware.
You do need to feed this next one. Luke, just get out of the group if you can. Okay. Feed.
I have a lay on hands, a bubble, but no wings.
Okay. We're golden. Tunnel. Just get it out of the raid of this next fixate, and we got 25 seconds. Just drop it somewhere and nuke.
Woo! Yes.
Of course it happens when everybody.
Of course it is.
Well, we had an extra body too. We had full. We had
The actual 20 people. Ooh, infinite stars, 75 corruption. Is that a 3?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh. And we want weird gloves. Oh, good. They're good for somebody.
Tanking gloves.
I'm a tank priest. Boom. Alright, so the rhythm is there. People know what they're doing now. The Lust in Phase 2 does feel smoother. And people know the positions and the soaks and everything. And then that last phase is just, it does take a long time if you don't have the Lust. So you just have to kind of plan on being squished against the edge of the room toward. Anyone else have anything else they want to hand off? Half, did you get anything?
Yeah, I have a ring.
Rolled one of the maces.
Nice.
What did Dude need?
No, I had something to give him.
She got a ring, if anybody wants it. Good, I'm glad you got a weapon, Half. That's one of your 2 remaining upgrades, right?
You know, we can go do Raw Den, and I can get some upgrades for my weapon.
Yeah, we'll just pop that out.
Bypass hive mind.
This is for all specs. To give it to.
Mine's also for all specs, so you take it.
Alright, guys, we're good. Have a great night. See you next week. We will try and repeat this a hell of a lot faster next week. We are starting to get close to the end of people's attendance. We're starting to dribble away, losing people, here and there. At some point, it won't be sustainable. But we probably got another 4 to 6 weeks. At somewhere in there, we will do Chivos, and then we will take a late summer break, and we'll be back in mid-fall for pre-patch and all that shit. But for now, have a great night. See you next week. If you want stuff run on the weekends, you need to ask, and people will be running things. Try and keep upgrading your cloaks and doing all that random shit. It helps a little bit.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Brian.
What?
31% of your damage was Infinite Star.
It was 32%. Thank you very much.
Not according to my meters.
My